G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the Studio 86 Spike Witwicky in his Exosuit, and here we have currently transformed. And off the bat, that's so not what I picture when I think of the Exosuit transformation. Yeah, I can literally see in my head the scene when Daniel learns to transform. It's a lot sleeker and flatter, and yeah, so not a huge fan of the vehicle mode, but at least it's something. They could have just made a solid non-transforming figure, but they tried. So just for a size comparison, here he is with Windblade, and I'll be doing a few size comparisons in this one. So there we go, rather small, not surprised, considering he's a human in an exosuit. So there we go. He can roll. He has moving wheels here, he has moving wheels here. This is the standard configuration. You can twist these around if you want. So he has his blasters facing forward, and he does come with accessories. He comes with these blast, I can't think of the word right now, it's gone on blank. Blast pieces, two of them, so you can arm them both up. Actually fits really nice, and you can also just switch it around, and now he's got a booster. So there we go. So we will just detach those for now. And we'll get down to transformation, which really isn't much. First things first, you're just going to pull out the arms like so. This doesn't tab in. You then want to push the legs down and pull the hips up, so that just all sort of sinks back into place. You can split the legs here. You're going to rotate at the ball joint here, and that gets his legs around the right way. You're then going to rotate these so the hand matches up with these sort of blaster points. I don't think they'd work with that. Let's see. Don't think so. No, too small. Like so, and I'll just lift you up a little bit. Then we can just pull these out, rotate these back as about halfway, so that the wheels are just sitting with his back down, twist it at the bicep, and last but not least, grab his visor, helmet, what do you call it, and slide it till the white pieces are sideways. And there we go, there is Spike in his exosuit mode. Yeah. I won't lie, I do like the exosuit. The exosuit looks great. I really, really like the way the exosuit looks, even with the holes in the forearms, and yeah, a little bit of a gap back here, but not bad. My only gripe, and I'm sure a few other YouTubers have said this, don't like the face. Let's see if I can focus on that. Probably not. Come on. Do me a favor. Not good. Try this. Come on. That'd be right. One time I really needed to focus on a face. There we go. So as you can see, he does have features, but his eyes are not painted. And normally, that doesn't really concern me, but honestly, it's getting to the point now that if they cannot paint a simple feature like eyes on a human figure, there's something wrong with them. Because if they can paint facial features on their G.I. Joes, they can paint at least eyes on their human Transformers. human beings, not human transformers. And of course, the other thing is, as I'm sure you've seen, there's a hole in the back of his head. That's completely unnecessary. That should have been one solid piece. So I don't know if that was used so they could get the features out. If it does, they need to come up with a new method or something, but that hole in the head is glaring. Yes, I will not be displaying this guy from the back, but it's like a lot of people saying that, huge gaps and stuff. That to me is an unnecessary gap. But yeah, apart from that and the lack of facial paint, it is quite nice. All things considered, he will be going on my masterpiece shelf next to his younger self. So there we go. So we'll just get down to articulation. You can turn the helmet, dome, whatever you want to call it, 360, but that does not move the head. Back here, you can slide side to side, and you do get head turn, but it will not go 360 because obviously it's limited by how far that goes. Arms can do a full 360, but it does get caught on the hips. And yes, that is your shoulder rotation. Arms can go up that far, can go down that far. He has biceps technically below the elbow. It can bend, bend that far. It can bend back that far. Of course, you can probably get further if you just move it up. No wrist rotation or fingers, it's just one solid piece, but you can of course use the transformation joint and have him blow up the acid vat lid himself instead. And of course you can put your display pieces on that. He has no waist rotation for no reason. There is no reason at all, even with the transformation, that they couldn't have put a waist rotation in. Legs can go up that far. Legs can go back that far. He has technically double jointed knees, but to do so, you sort of have to really press on that transformation joint. A good way I have seen other YouTubers do it is fold his leg up so, then articulate it, then rotate it back around, and so, and then of course you get that far bend, so pretty decent bend. He's actually got a pretty decent out to the side too, even with these. He has knee rotation and a little bit of fiddle there at the ball joint at the hip. He has natural ankle tilt, so at least it's pre-ankle tilty. So yeah, so it is nice figure. I didn't expect much, and I have seen reviews of this already. So if anyone actually sees this and says, well, why didn't you have a look before you bought it? Well, I have seen at least MGo's review. I don't know if Bobby ever did one. I know Thew and Jobby hasn't done one yet. But it is nice. Like, I don't expect a lot from human figures, but I think this could have been a good excuse to actually have a decent human figure. So there we go. So we can do our size comparisons, which is going to be awkward because he is at sort of a low angle and I can't really get my camera really any lower. So we'll start with some small guys. Here he is with Fans Toys Recoil Cups Tiger Master. Here he is with his younger self to come with MP10. So yeah, very small. I kind of wish, I really wish I could get this camera lower, but yeah, it's just not something I can do. Oh, I might be able to. Give me 1 second. There we go, that's way lower. These way I've got my phone holder doesn't really work for the big bots because then I can't really tilt up, I can only tilt down. But there we go, so there he is. So he's about the same. He's just a little bit taller. He's with his dome with recoil, and of course, Spike comes with up to about his hips. Yes, I admit, yes, Spike doesn't have face paint either. See if I can focus on it. Yeah, but you know, this came out whenever MP10 came out, so surely they should be able to work this stuff out by now. One other one we really have to compare size with. Here he is with MP21G Bumblebee, and honestly, that's a pretty good size. I reckon it is. Probably should be a little bit taller, but I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, let's see if I don't have to switch the camera around again. Here we have MP10. I can just move the phone back. I don't know what I slightly moved just then, but so obviously he's minuscule with that's what I should do also. He's pretty minuscule with obviously Prime, which, you know, big surprise there. But while I fiddle around, since I have plenty of time, here he is also with a Tidemaster, in this case wind blades. So if I can get them to stand up, there we go. So yeah, about knee high with a Tidemaster. So there we go. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you will not hurt my feelings. Maybe subscribe, ring the bell, and maybe even leave me a comment. And let me know what you think about this figure. Honestly, I am really hoping one day for one of the third parties to build and make a really nice Exosuit Spike. Or even just Spike, Daniel, Spike, Plug, Carly, in general, just a nice human figures. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.